There is genuinely something terrible going on TikTok at the moment, and it involves Elphaba, it involves CLA, it involves so many characters. This is basically the TikTok civil war, and it's not going to end well, because the stakes are higher than they've ever been, and it's just driving these TikTok NPCs into new levels of depravity.
You get me to fucking America right now, as I'm going. I'm fucking going!
Yeah, so people might be taking this whole thing a little bit too seriously. In case you were wondering, that is Chelsea Liar, or CLA for short, and they're going to become a little bit more important later on in the video. But these two, as well as a lot of others, are currently competing in a TikTok Live Fest, and it's an absolute race to the bottom, because this competition is just bringing out the worst in everyone.
Darling, right, so now we're going to get all the gifts and focus on the money instead of the hate, because you're not worth my time.
For context alone, basically the principle of it is that you need as many gifts as possible. And I guess maybe the great guys over at TikTok thought this would just foster like some community love. It would make audiences want to support their favourite creators. They made one slight oversight. They didn't realise that TikTok live people, they are like rabid dogs when it comes to gifts. And with this in mind, Elphaba has been going absolutely crazy in asking for gifts.
Gotta keep going, keep those festive clappers going. If we get every single one of you send a festive clapper, I'll follow all of you. Every single one of you at this point, I will just follow you all. I'll follow every single one. If I see it on my screen, I'll follow you.
Yeah, the prospect of an Elphaba follow would probably make me less likely to donate. But you know what? I'm not here to tell people how to spend their money. There are going to be people that have only donated to get an Elphaba follow. When you make a deal, you've got to pay up, really. Did she do this, though? I'll let you take a guess. If nothing else, by now, I'm at least glad that you're going to know the answer to that without me saying anything. But as you probably also know, this is not an isolated incident.
My subscribers, you don't need to subscribe to me next month. If you can't afford it, don't. I'm gonna probably I'll probably message TikTok like on the support thing and ask.
I mean, credit where credit's due, she'll probably message them. For context, this is a response to when her subscription fees were changed from £5 to £50. For all the people that have become channel members for this channel, if I put it up to 50 quid, you have my permission to leave. You also have permission to kick my head in, because there's no way I'm doing that by accident. But that was genuinely her defense, and it's almost hard to believe that she would even try to say that.
It is an accident, it actually was. It was a genuine accident because I thought the tiers were all together, not as a one tier. So I put 50 as the highest and then TikTok picked the 51.
Well, I for one believe this line scammer. It was definitely TikTok and not her. She tried to see if she could get away with it and she couldn't. Listen, stop subscribing to Elphaba, subscribe to me instead. But overall, this is important context. It's important to establish early on that Elphaba has the worst motives in basically every situation. And even when she's upfront and transparent, she is still scamming you. I went onto her cameo and it shocked me.
You know what? I need the shit. Pardon me. I'm just kidding, I was playing. Hello darling, hello Rosie.
So really, if you pay 32 quid for an Elphaba cameo, you might deserve it. Let's imagine a hypothetical where someone's little sister just loves Elphaba. You buy her a cameo for Christmas, you know, it's a nice thing to do. And then within the first 5 seconds, Elphaba goes off script and says she needs a shit. Whoever ordered that cameo, that is probably a reality check. And to be honest, I don't even know why Elphaba does it. It's not even like Elphaba needs the money. She's been running scams for a while now.
And this is what it does. Watch how cool this is.
Ah.
Wow.
Obviously,
You no wonder she runs these scams. If her fiver's declining, then we've definitely got a problem. The context here is that she would use it to charge drunk people for photos. And I mean, if nothing else, she is a hustler, but that's about where my praise stops. And I think that sentiment is universal, because it's now starting to catch up with her. And somehow this news has gone global. Looking at my analytics for these Elphaba videos, the majority of people are British. If you're not from England, comment down below, because I'm not even sure you exist. Yeah, TikTokers from around the world are now aware of Elphaba's antics, and for once she's actually facing the consequences for her actions.
uncontrollably sometimes. I've done it off live, my mother's seen it herself. And I asked the doctor, is this Tourette's? And they said that
I'm dipping, bro.
Yeah, so even Americans have copped on. This is terrible news to Elphaba's dream of going global. And this link up resulted in a lot of bad press for Elphaba, because then they started discussing everything that she had done.
Fill me in on more.
Bro, she has scammed people. She is like fake so much shit, bro. Nuh-uh, dude. Like, you could get deep in that lore, bro. That is good choice, bro. I'm glad you read my text, bro.
And this might be bad news for Elphaba's bid to win this TikTok live fest. I would bet a lot of money on her having a meltdown after she was kicked out of this live. And as far as my For You page would suggest, she's not the only one having a meltdown over this. We're gonna go back to CLA because she's not having a good time.
I'm not talking. I don't want to talk. Just look at me, bitch. I can't believe it, man. I swear, I'm not coming on. I'm going to delete my account. Root starting. You get me to fucking America right now as I'm going. I'm fucking going!
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how old she is, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say she might be too old for this. For context, she is losing to Elphaba, because if nothing else, Elphaba is a views juggernaut. And to be honest, I think losing to Elphaba in any realm of human endeavour, except maybe spreading scabies, well, that would probably send me into a meltdown too.
I want you to get me to America. Look! I'm going to tell TikTok, I'm going to delete my account. I don't need... You lot will make me lose, man.
Yeah, so all things considered, she is taking it well. But this rivalry, it has stoked some tension between CLA and Elphaba. They've got a little bit of a history. We have covered it in previous videos. But this time, Elphaba, she took the moral high ground. Nah, I'm only joking. She mocked her on TikTok live.
I'm worse than bipolar. I'm manic, fucking schizophrenic, fucking boy account in the place. Oh.
It took me about 10 seconds to realise this was a filter, but that's beside the point. I didn't take Elphaba for a comedian, but maybe I was wrong about her the whole time. This little stream though, it introduces a character that you probably don't want to meet, at least on the street, because you're definitely going to want to know what they've been doing online. Meet Elphaba's mum. She's an interesting figure.
No, once you said, oh, let me see what boots you're wearing. Nobody knows you've got foot fetish, Troy. Are you gonna smash up my feet, Troy? The ones I made for you when you asked me to mould my feet. You still got them in your flat, Troy.
Yeah, I don't know what Troy did, but it must have been bad. He's caused a little bit of a reaction here. Even Elphaba's a little bit like, fucking hell, mum. And side note, I've innocently taken a screenshot, but it is kind of terrifying. Imagine waking up at 3 AM and seeing this peering around your door. If you're watching this at night, I can only apologise. Drop a sub and you will be protected.
And I'm not an alcoholic, and this fucking FAS hereditary. I wasn't the drinker, the father was the alcoholic, I'm the smoker.
It's a weird flex, but okay. At that point, Elphaba, maybe it might have been time to turn off the camera. But you know what? It's probably alright. Videos on the internet are only forever. And just typing in Elphaba's mum on TikTok, it gives you a lot of these videos. Basically, every one of these videos can be described as better if they didn't exist. But during my deep research, I found a video that might explain her behaviour.
And you're just transphobic pricks. That's what I'm gonna say.
Don't even.
Oh my god, I'll stand up for myself.
Either she's got a terrible cold or she enjoys some recreational substances. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm no expert, but I've consulted the oracle of knowledge that is the TikTok comment section. For me, it's basically my Wikipedia at this point. And comments like this, they seem to confirm my suspicions. But who could know? To be fair, I'm only speculating. I think they're both probably under a lot of stress. They probably deserve a holiday. And that's what they got. They didn't quite make it to America, but they did get down to London. I really hope they have like a quite nice and relaxing trip.
I'd be quite happy just being at home, to be honest. I didn't want to come here in the first place. Good. Hate me now. Put black hearts.
Well, never mind. Like, these clips have been doing the rounds on TikTok, and it might be the worst holiday ever. It's genuinely like a sketch, like nothing good has come from this holiday. And the fact it's all online for all of us to see, it's kind of beautiful.
I'm very nervous actually, like now just to get...
That's it, it's all about you, never about me.
It is about you. My mum got a guys, we'll do a get ready with me, but my mum's got an amazing jumpsuit.
Why don't you tell people what it is?
Oh, an amazing something to wear.
It's can't ever keep your mouth shut about anything, can you?
Okay.
I don't know how she's done it, but Elphaba's mum has actually managed to make me feel sorry for Elphaba. Like, just to take this clip in isolation, she can't win either way. This is not a good situation, and I don't want to play the armchair psychologist, but this might explain Elphaba. And funnily enough, even Elphaba shares this sentiment, and that is just hilarious to me. A little bit sad, but hilarious nonetheless.
Well, maybe you should have raised me differently then, shouldn't you?
Pardon you?
Oh, I'm saying how it is.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Is that correct, is it?
Oh, very correct.
Oh, we want to go there, do we?
I was tiny.
Well, you have a nice night out.
Okay.
Because I'm staying there.
Yeah, these videos actually terrify me, but it might not be for the reason you think. I've suddenly realised that there's not just one Elphaba, there's actually two. One was enough, one was definitely enough. With two, I don't even think I can hold it down anymore. I've been losing sleep as it is, I think it might be over. And so was Elphaba's holiday to London with her mum, because her mum quite literally just packed up and left.
Okay. Okay. No, that's... No, that's totally fine.
Holidays are supposed to be relaxing. I can think of nothing worse than this situation. I'm so glad that this personal family drama was streamed on the internet for everybody to see. It's a bit like that saying, if a tree falls down in the forest and no one's around to hear it, did it even make a sound? If something happens in Elphaba's life and she doesn't TikTok live it, well, did it even happen? Unfortunately, it did. And on this front, there is one more thing that she streamed this week that is entirely detrimental to absolutely everybody.
Towards a moustache because he looked similar to Apu with the moustache. People cut out the clip, right? So he called my mum a
Yeah, so just to clarify, so we are on the same page, that word was MILF. Apparently, in the mind of Elphaba, well, that is a justifiable pretense to call somebody of Indian descent that. It's almost like she's doing a speed run of doing the worst possible things in every single situation. I have absolutely no idea how she does it, but she does it, and she does it basically every single week without fail at this point.
He disrespected my family. He disrespected my family, my mother.
Just because you say something 3 times over doesn't make it any more true. If you like this video, you will become immune to Elphaba. If you like this video, you might become immune to Elphaba. If you like this video, you probably won't become immune to Elphaba. Yeah, I can't even say the same thing 3 times in a row. It's so blatantly untrue. Well, you should probably like the video, I can't lie to you, it's not going to make you immune to this. We all have to suffer together, but we're better to suffer than on the joking channel. And with that said, I think we might be up to date. If I've missed anything, let me know. I might even find it before the next video, because it probably will be soon. But yeah, by the next time I talk about Elphaba, she might have won the TikTok Fest. If she does win that, that will probably be the worst thing to happen to America in a while. But yeah, fingers crossed she doesn't. Fingers crossed it goes to somebody that maybe deserves it. But yeah, with that said, just don't spend your money on Elphaba. Buy yourself something nice. Maybe give it to charity. I think donating to Elphaba is anti-charity. You would be actively contributing to making the world a worse place. But yeah, if you're still watching by this point, I really do respect you. I'm gonna go do a TikTok live in a bit.